Hello. Oh, well, it's wonderful to join you. And I'm going to be talking about groundwater release work in the southwest coast of Yemen. Solidarities International and the Ministry of Water and Environment are currently implementing a 3-year wash resilience project on the southwest coast, and they contracted out groundwater relief to conduct a groundwater resource assessment of the project area. And this project was funded by the Swiss Agency for Cooperation and Development. Following in a remote desk study, Groundwater Relief carried out 6 weeks of field work activities between August and September last year, including pump testing key water infrastructure, carrying out irrigation surveys at 42 farms, surveying water quality at over 300 wells, and setting up 8 groundwater monitoring stations. All this work was done in close collaboration with the National Water Resource Agency. And in fact, 4 of their staff were working with us in the field throughout the field program, including the setup of the groundwater monitoring program. One of our early successes was retrieving a database known as the National Water Resource Management Information System that had been originally set up in 2010, but had been lost since the outset of the Civil War. We found this database, or a copy of it, with the BGR in Germany, and with support from the Ministry of Water and Environment and Solidarities International, we're able to retrieve this and provide it back to the Ministry of Water and Environment. The database is extremely useful. For example, we created a 3D geological model of the study area based on borehole records from the database. When we look at water use in the project area, irrigation is by far the largest user of groundwater resources, with over 92 million cubic meters of water used for irrigation compared to approximately 1.7 million cubic meters of water used for water supply. The irrigation surveys that were carried out demonstrated a huge variation in irrigation patterns, even for the same crops, and very little water conservation practice being observed. So there are some obvious easy wins that could be done to improve the way that irrigation is undertaken to save and reduce pressures on groundwater resources. And these pressures on the water resources are clear. When we compare water quality data obtained in 2006 with water quality data obtained last year, we see significant deterioration in water quality along the coastal belt. In Al-Khoha, the wells in the actual town are now no longer used for drinking water purposes because the water quality is just too poor. And in Al-Mocha town, the piped network system that supplies the town is now providing brackish water with electrical conductivities recorded of over 5,000 microsiemens per centimeter. As well as creating a 3D geological model, we also created a 3D water quality model of the project area using geophysical cross-sectional data that had been collected in 1986 by the TNO Institute of Applied Sciences. The 3D water quality model revealed that there were larger, thicker basins of fresh water further inland of up to 400 meters thickness. And there is still potential to potentially exploit these to via well fields and then pipe this fresh water to the coastal towns that are suffering from poor water quality. In conclusion, we found a clear deterioration in water quality at the coastal towns of west coast of Yemen. Of the 64 drinking water sources assessed by Groundwater Relief, 40% of these recorded salinities of greater than 4,000 microsiemens per centimeter. An excess in salt consumption is inevitably going to be leading to negative health impacts on some of the population, including an increase in hypertension. But there is, on the positive, potential opportunities to develop fresher groundwater resources from inland basins to support water supplies to these key coastal towns. More work's needed to understand more about those resources, And a lot more work is needed to work with authorities and local population to better manage their groundwater resources, which are obviously under some significant pressure. I'd like to thank Chaungo Barasa, SI's country's WASH coordinator, and Lucy, the SI country director, for their support on this project. And we'd also like to thank staff from the Ministry of Water, Environment and National Water Resource Agency. If you want to learn more about this work, then there is a links here to an English and Arabic version of the report produced. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to any questions.